Well, I can give you another update about the van pull. So today I have just pulled for 4 miles. This is the furthest I pulled in one session, pulling it and only supplementing with water because Neil, my trainer, wants to see how my glycogen levels work out, how quickly I run out of energy, so that he can tell me when I need to feed. I feel like an animal, but yeah, I need to know when to eat. So been doing a glucose finger prick test, so it's like a diabetic kit. So after every mile and before I start, just pricking my finger, putting it on the reading, and then it's telling me what my glycogen levels are, which is really interesting. So I think after mile 3, I was ready for hanging up the hat today. But I pushed on, went for mile 4. It started raining as well, so that was another good reason to stop. But I think if I'd have pushed on for a 5th mile, could have managed that, enough fuel in the tank. But I think a 6th mile, I would probably have hit the wall, probably that point. So glycogen, the results are interesting, so Neil will be able to analyze those for me as well, which is good. The weight training is certainly helping. This week I have been loading up on creatine, and before you say it, creatine, it is not illegal, it's a legal thing. It's basically something that's produced naturally inside your body anyway, and you can get creatine from usually red meat sources, but you'd have to eat a lot of steak to be able to get it. But creatine, in layman's terms, it's a bit like firing a crossbow. You load up, so that's like pulling it back, the crossbow, loading it into position, and then when you do a heavy lift or a long session, it's like firing the crossbow. It uses up the creatine, and it just helps you to push harder so that you can get those extra reps out to build and break down the muscle even more. So hypertrophy is the aim of the game now. Build these muscles as big as possible. I am on week 5 of the program, week 1 of the hypertrophy stage, and already my body is looking different. I'm feeling different, feeling much better. Discipline as well. Meeting Calvin at the gym at 5:30. He does better at getting there at 5:30 than I do. But so far, so good. And so thankful for everyone's encouragement and support with this. Just got to keep pressing on. The next stage after the hypertrophy, after about 6-7 weeks doing this, will be turning that muscle that's been built into endurance muscle. So basically pushing it as hard and as long as possible, just to try and help squeeze out those extra reps. I tell you what, man, I could go to sleep now. I'm home now anyway. I'm only around the corner, so that's all good. But yeah, if you'd like to come and join me in the van today, had Julie with me, so she was steering while also catching up on a few things as well, which is great. So she's had about 2 hours in the van, enjoying some child-free time as well. So thanks, Julie, I do appreciate that. But yeah, I'm going to try and find somewhere a bit closer to home if I can this time, somewhere around Blackpool. So if you'd like to join me and you'd like to sit in the van for a couple of hours, because we're only going like 1.5 miles an hour, 2 miles an hour at max, you could probably make some phone calls or read a book. Depends where we are. As long as there's no traffic coming and it's fairly quiet, it should be fine. But yeah, give us a shout. I'd love your support. And if you want to find out more about why I'm doing this stupid thing, then ask me questions in the comment section or private message me. Anyway, speak to you soon.